Hello friends, discussing the editorial for 6th October 2016. The first editorial in the Hindu newspaper is on Kaveri water dispute. It is quite over Kaveri's flow. This we have discussed every day in the news sections too. So talking a little about the history of this Kaveri water dispute, the history lies in pre-independence time during colonial era. There was an agreement signed between the princely state of Mysore and the Madras presidency, which was British Indian presidency. And this agreement decided the flow of Kaveri water, how much share each of the two constituencies would get. So according to this treaty, this agreement, the Madras presidency got a major share, which was a lower riparian state. Kaveri river flows through Karnataka, means formerly state of Mysore, and then it flows through Madras presidency, roughly talking in those lines. So the thing is that historically the agreement has been in favor of Tamil Nadu. So Tamil Nadu has developed its farm fields, rice crops along the basin, in this basin. And now Karnataka, being the upper riparian state, is putting barriers, has built dams and talking of increasing the heights of dams and everything, which will result in blocking the flow to Tamil Nadu. So this has been the dispute. To resolve this dispute in 1990, the central government formed the Kaveri Water Dispute Tribunal. This tribunal studied the whole issue for 16 years, hearings from both the parties discussing the whole matter, the technical aspects, and finally after 16 years of investigation and inquiry and forming reports, finally it gave its final verdict in 2007. So that verdict is still not been implemented, and of course with the verdict too, you can see the allocations which the tribunal decided for the 4 states. It's actually 4 states. Majorly it is Tamil Nadu and Karnataka, where the river basin of Kaveri lies, but it also includes some parts of Kerala and the Union Territory of Puducherry. So the allocations were done. Allocation was more for Tamil Nadu than Karnataka. Tamil Nadu was not satisfied with even this allocation. It wants more based on its requirements, and Karnataka is not ready to give even that much to Tamil Nadu. So both states were dissatisfied with the verdict of the tribunal. Actually, under the tribunal there is no appeal. The verdict is final and should be implemented. But what happened was they filed a case before the Supreme Court against the verdict, and Supreme Court accepted their petition too on the basis of special leave petition. So SLP is a special power with the Supreme Court, under which it can take in any petition on other matters also which don't fall in normal jurisdictions of the Supreme Court. So under that it was accepted, and under this now the Supreme Court has demanded that allocations or release of water. Presently we have been hearing every day about Supreme Court asking Karnataka to release water to Tamil Nadu, Karnataka defying the orders of Supreme Court, later releasing water. The center was also asked under this under this judgment by the Supreme Court, it was directed to form the Kaveri Management Board, CMB. This was mandated under the tribunal verdict, but now action had been taken since 2007. So now the Supreme Court said you act on this. Center accepted the order, but later it refused, and next day it said that no, we cannot form this Kaveri Management Board. Supreme Court has no jurisdiction to direct us to perform some action under this tribunal, because the tribunal does not allow any jurisdiction to the Supreme Court. So this has been the stand. So of course it is actually required, if the verdict is having enforcement, then it's the center's responsibility to enforce it and form CMB. But center is not ready to take action, and when Supreme Court asks it to do that, still it says no, you have no jurisdiction to tell us what to do under this tribunal verdict. Of course, that is all political issues involved. Tamil Nadu has gone through its assembly elections. Karnataka will have elections soon. So the central government, the political party, BJP, basically does not want to be seen in the negative light. So it wants its stand firm in Karnataka. So that is the political aspect to it. So presently, a way out for this was decided that a technical team would be sent, having representatives from all 4 riparian states, and it will study the matter, rather than forming the Kaveri Management Board, which is mandated, and Supreme Court also accepted. So that is the way they work together. Supreme Court understands the executive's, legislature's shortcomings, some problems which they have, and judiciary takes that into the framework and goes ahead. So effectively what has happened is the technical team will be visiting this region and discussing, because this board is required to have the allocations done on the basis of how much is the flow. So tribunal verdict will be on normal years and lean years, but how much is the flow, based on that allocation needs to be done. So that can be done only through a board which is continuously present, studying the rainfall, amount of flow, and then deciding allocation between amongst the states. So that is about this first editorial. The second editorial, cricket ranking put to test. This is not very much significant for us. This is for UPSC per se. The test rankings of India, we are on number 1 position now. The RM Lodha committee, which is discussing and wants the BCCI reforms it recommended to be implemented. That is one aspect. But other things discussed are about the cricket status, test cricket status in India, which is not relevant. So there's no need to discuss this. The other articles also in today's paper are not very much relevant to topics which we have in civil services, and if there are articles, so there's no much substance in that, so you can skip articles which are not relevant. It's not necessary that every article on the editorial and perspective page and the lead article has to be done daily. So you should have that understanding of what is relevant, significant, and we do that. So here also we'll discuss articles which are relevant and significant only. So that is it from our side. Happy studying. Thank you.